Hey friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Courtney, and on this channel I have been documenting my weight loss slash health journey using the medications Mounjaro and now Ozempic, and soon to be back on Mounjaro. um, if you are back with me, welcome back. I appreciate you sticking with me through all of this. It's been a ride so far, but it's been a good one. So today is actually day 68. I was commenting on somebody's post, and I totally screwed up the amount of days, and I thought that I was on like day 76 or something like that. I was like, I don't even know where I got that. I don't even know how I completely like miscounted. Don't know, but I did, and I recounted again. I was like, yeah, I'm coming up on 10 weeks, so that's not even 70 yet. So anyway, whatever, math. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of get on here and update you guys on what's been going on the last few days. I think it's been about four days since I have updated. One thing that that has happened is during, I guess, like my workout, doing like, my arms and shoulders and weights and stuff. I don't know if this happened with weights or if with my resistance bands, but I have hurt my shoulder. I have, it's like my shoulder to my arm, like almost like this whole part, like right in here. Oh my gosh, it really hurts. I think I did too many reps or something, or I was just trying to do too much resistance. I was feeling the burn, but then I think I felt it a little too much, and so I'm gonna have to like lay off of like arms and shoulders for a little bit, and maybe just focus on like like abs and legs or something. So this can heal. But I'm taking like some vitamin C. Gonna do like some. I don't know if I need to do like heat now or ice pack. I did ice pack kind of like when I started really feeling it, just to kind of help, I guess, with like inflammation. And so I don't know. I'm going to look a little bit more into it and see kind of what I need to do. But I mean, it's not like debilitating or anything like that. But it hurts, and I notice it. And so so that happens. Gosh, today is Wednesday, so Friday is actually going to be shot day, and this, like I was mentioning in my previous video, I have three 0.5 milligram shots left. And instead of doing the three at the 0.5, I'm just going to do the next 2 weeks. I'm going to do 0.75, and just to kind of get me a little bit ready to get back on the Mounjaro at the 5 milligram dose. So maybe it's not going to be such a like a big jump. I just, I'm trying to, I guess, avoid it being, I guess, too much all at once and then having like some awful side effects or whatever. But I have like nausea medicine and, stuff like that in case I need it. So I'm looking forward to, trying out, I guess, the 0.75 just to see, if I notice much difference. I will let you guys know for sure. And I'm going to do that for 2 weeks, and then hop back on the 5 milligram Mounjaro. And I did talk to my husband a little bit more about like the compound, and I think that he's pretty on board. And because I did tell him I would much rather go back on the tirzepatide instead of the semaglutide, just because I felt like and it could be completely unrelated. I could, had I stayed on Mounjaro, I could be, having, some of these feelings now, like, I guess the more tiredness and just, more, I get occasional indigestion, nothing to like write home about, but I mean, it's there. I just didn't have some of this stuff while I was on the Mounjaro, but I could have. If I had stayed on Mounjaro, all this could have happened as well, and so I can't really attribute it to one or the other or anything like that. But I know how I felt on the Mounjaro, and so I think I want to go back to doing tirzepatide. So So yeah, so I think he's on board with that. So I'm really excited. I'm a little nervous about, actually, you know, I'm not nervous about pulling up, doses into a real syringe. I'm not, I've done that a million times. I worked as a vet tech for many, many years, and, I'm pretty comfortable like pulling up and giving shots. I just haven't given shots like that to myself. The pins are easy because you just push a button and then it just kind of does it for you, that does the rest. But, um, I've done it to tons of animals, so it shouldn't it shouldn't be too bad. And I guess the needles are the same, about the same size as the ones that are in these pens, so I shouldn't have any problems. I don't know, just a little. It's a little, unnerving, but I'm sure after once or twice, I'm gonna completely get over it. So just kind of like I have with these pens. Like I was so scared at first. And then after a couple times, I was like, this is no big deal. I'm just acting like a big baby, big 40-something-year-old baby. But anyway, moving on. So the last couple days, we've, like I've been saying, I've tried to keep my calories somewhere between 1,300 to 1,600, give or take, 50, 75, something like that. Like dinners well, breakfast, let's start with breakfast. Breakfast, pretty much, I really like doing my breakfast shakes. I like my shake for breakfast. I do my Vital Proteins with collagen. I use a chocolate because that stuff is amazing. And I'll put a little powdered peanut butter in there and with some almond milk, and it's divine. If you have not tried that, if you are like a peanut butter chocolate lover or like Reese's or something like that, get you some chocolate shake and throw some powdered peanut butter in there. It's way less calories than like a dollop of like regular peanut butter. You get all the taste, a lot less calories, and it adds like I think 5 grams of protein. So so that's pretty good. I don't use powdered peanut butter to like make peanut butter for like a sandwich or something like that. I just use it in my shakes. I'm gonna have some regular peanut butter if I'm gonna make a peanut butter sandwich, which doesn't really happen often. But occasionally I want one and I'll have me like a little fold over. Yeah. My breakfasts tend to be my shakes. I want to say, what did I have lunch last night? No, yesterday lunch. I finished up, I had made like some chicken salad, like with canned chicken, and I boiled eggs and some relish and little mayo and some Tony Chachere's seasonings, with like a squirt of lemon juice in there, and just mixed it all up really good. I really like chicken salad. It's easy. I think it's fairly healthy. I mean, the mayonnaise is not necessarily super healthy, but I don't put a ton in there. I actually put mustard as well. Dijon mustard, in fact. And so I tend to try to do more mustard than I do mayonnaise to keep the calories down. But I have those on those Joseph's pitas that I really like from Walmart. They're the low carb, low calorie. And everybody else will have bread, and I'll just use my pitas because I really like them. So that's kind of what I've had for lunch yesterday, and I think like the day before. Yeah. And then dinner last night, we actually had like some grilled fish, actually like grilled catfish, and a little bit of rice, and I had some Cajun seasoned green beans, and they were really good. They were kind of spicy, but they were really good. I was a little nervous because I was like, oh, they're a little hot. I hope I'm going to be okay. But I didn't really have heartburn. Of course, I knew that we were going to eat, possibly some spicier food, so I did take like a couple of Tums, like right before, so maybe that helped. I don't know. But yeah, so that's what we had for dinner last night. Lunch today, of course, my breakfast was my shake. Lunch today was I had picked up a rotisserie chicken, and I pulled a little bit of chicken off of that, and I had a salad, and I put some chicken in there. With my lettuce and tomatoes, and I didn't put any cheese in there. Used a little bit of light ranch. Sometimes I like to use I don't know if you've ever heard of like those Skinny Girl dressings. I've tried a couple of those that I wasn't really impressed with, but their honey Dijon is really good. If you like honey mustard type like dressings or dips or something like that, the honey Dijon Skinny Girl is actually a really good dressing. And did you know if you wanted to use like a half a bottle of that stuff, because they're not very big, and if you have a really big salad, then you know, yeah, it's only like 40 calories or something like that for like a half a bottle. That's kind of crazy. So I'm not saying that I use that much ever. Maybe once or twice when I had a big salad. It was a big one. It was a big salad. But anyway, but yeah, so I've actually been using that since before I even got on Mounjaro and Ozempic and stuff, and I really, I really like it. So give it a try if you haven't before. It's worth a try. I can't say much for like the other flavors, like the ranch or the Chipotle ranch. The Chipotle ranch is not bad, but I still just the Dijon, the honey Dijon is my favorite. So anyway, so that was lunch today, and dinner. I actually made this like little Mexican casserole. I like brown some ground beef and with like some onions and garlic, and then I put like a can of black beans that are drained in there and some taco seasoning, and I mix it all up really good. And then I like line a baking dish with I use those Extreme Wellness tortillas. They're like low carb and low calorie, and I'll just I'll line baking dish kind of with it, and then pour some of that mixture down. No, actually I'd put a little bit of refried beans on there first. Then I put the meat and the beans with the onion and garlic, and then I'll sprinkle some cheese, and then I'll relayer it with like tortillas, and then the refried beans, and then the rest. And I'll just do it like twice, and then top it with a little bit more cheese, and I'll just pop it in the oven, and then I'll chop up like some lettuce and tomatoes, kind of like shredded lettuce, and then just kind of put that on top, like lettuce and tomatoes, maybe a dollop of sour cream. But it's really good. It's not stupid in calories. I think that I think like a serving size is probably around 400. So I mean, if that's what I'm having for dinner, I mean that's usually my higher calorie meal during the day anyway. And so yeah, so like I said, I've been somewhere around 13 to 1600, and this is probably one of my 1600 calorie days with that. But yeah, so snacks have been a lot of the same. I love that ratio. Yogurts, the vanilla, and I put some fruit in there. The Enlightened mint chip ice cream bar. I love those. I've just been kind of, doing that. Those little almond flour cookies, I might have one or two of those if I'm just kind of, I still get sweet cravings. Do y'all still get sweet cravings? I still kind of get some sweet cravings. But it's not like it was before. It's not like, oh my God, if I don't sit and eat like a gallon of ice cream, I'm going to kill somebody. Like, it's not like that. Occasionally I'm just like, I just want a little something sweet. And so I'll just have like one of those little cookies. They're tiny. They're like this big. I'll have like one or two. 7 of them, I think, is a serving size at like 130 calories for 7. And I'll just have like one or two, and I'm good, and I'll just, and I had, the last bag I had lasted me a month. Can you believe that? That would have never happened. I would not have made it out of the parking lot without eating that whole bag, like 4 or 5 months ago. So that's progress. That is total progress. Anyway, other than that, I just have, I have not really a doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I have to go and have like my yearly mammogram. So I'm going to do that. So ladies, take care of yourself and take care of your tatas. You have them looked at every year. You go get your mammograms. This is my public service announcement. Take care of yourself and go have those checked out every year. Early detection is key. So yeah. Okay. Off my soapbox. So anyway, I have that tomorrow morning, and unfortunately I have to drag my son to this appointment. because everybody else is going to be, out of the house. And I could leave him here. He's 14. But, I just need to get him, I got to get him out of the house. And, I don't want him to sit and play video games all day. So yeah. So we're going to get out of the house. It's going to be close enough to like lunch or maybe just a little before lunch. So I might take him like through Sonic to get a snack or something. Occasionally I'll do that. But anyhow, oh, I did want to mention, so I started doing those castor oil packs, and and I told you about that like in a previous video, and I just kind of want to tell you what has kind of been going on with that. Well, first of all, like, the first couple times I did it, it was just kind of like, oh, this is a little bit messy, but it's not bad. I think that first time, like, the oil didn't soak into the pad really, really good, and I had a whole lot of oil to wipe off afterwards, but the second time, it was really not that bad. I just, added a little bit more oil to the pack, and I think you can, like, reuse the same pack with the oil on it several times before you have to, like, replace it or wash it, or I'm going to look up like what you're actually supposed to do with that. I think you're supposed to just replace it, but anyway, so anyway, the next time I did it, it wasn't near as messy. I still, you need to I guess shower it off and stuff afterwards, but I just my skin felt really good, and I don't. I actually, I actually looked up something that happened to see if this was like, one of the benefits of doing these castor oil packs. I want to say it's like clockwork. If I do a castor oil pack in the evening, say around like 9:30ish, and I do it for like an hour, is what I typically try to go for. By 10:30 the next morning, I'm in the bathroom. Like, constipation gone. I was kind of starting to have a little bit more constipation. I was like, I'm going to see what's going to what's going to happen, what it's going to do, whatever. Maybe change my diet a little bit. Because I really don't like taking Miralax every single day. I know it works, but it's still just kind of, I don't know. I just don't. Anyway, so I looked it up, and one of the things that these castor oil packs are supposed to do is to help with constipation. Apparently this oil like penetrates so deep, that it can help kind of like make things go through a lot better. So it wouldn't hurt. It's not going to hurt you if you try, but I'm just saying, if you're having that problem, give these castor oil packs a try. You don't have to go and buy like one of those, the things that I bought, like the actual pack that you wear and stuff. I've seen people use like, I think, like those incontinence pads, or like, like puppy pads or dog pads or something like that. And you just cut it small enough to, go around like your abdomen. 'Cause sometimes they're like really big, and, just cut a smaller, and then, use one of those. And then, if you have like, something like a belt, or like one of those, waist trainers, or like a back brace or something that, you could just kind of put around you, just to kind of give it a little bit of compression. I've seen people who would just lay down, have it on them, and then just kind of hold it there for a while. That can kind of get tedious, but it's still doing the same thing. Your body is still getting it, because it penetrates apparently super deep into your body. Well, just give it a shot. I don't know. What do you got to lose except all that extra poo? Just saying. I'm almost done with my water for today. So yeah, I actually might get a little bit more, because I still have a few hours before bed and stuff, and I have some other things to do around here. But anyway, I just wanted to get on here and kind of give you guys like a little update on what all's been going on, things that I've been doing, things I've been eating, and how I'm feeling. And yeah, so I'll definitely, after I take the 0.75 milligram Ozempic shot, I will let you guys know if I feel anything different, or if I, if I feel anything at all. And yeah, I'll just kind of keep you updated on that. But yeah, so I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.